Okay guys, I wanted to bring you in on my 2004 Polaris Sportsman 700 Twin. I'm having shifting issues. You know, it tells you up on the little gauge there on the upper cowling, the dash, press foot brake to shift into higher park. Well, I've been having problems and I found out why. You can see right here, that spring, it's so worn. It's not pulling that pin. Even when I mash down, I got really good rear brakes. Like you can see it barely, like I went over the master cylinder, rebuilt it. That's all I got. That's full brake right there. Watch this. Bam, full brake, out, full brake. It's just unreal. I redone the fluids, brake pads, calipers, rebuilt everything. Okay, but I'm coming in here. The safety pin, it locks this gearing in. Boom. See right there? It's got a little hole right in there, a notch that locks in there to keep it in park. And on the other end, it's got it to where it locks it in and keeps it in place for high. And you gotta, like, I can't even stomp down hard enough on this rear brake pedal right here to get that spring to pull on that pin in, and it's getting obnoxious, man. I've seen people, now they got a bypass for it. Take your 19 millimeter, back this all the way out, put you some middle strength to high strength. You can throw the high strength thread lock. This is big enough to do that. Put your little high strength thread lock to where you think these threads are gonna meet more in this area, like towards the surface of this nut. Back it out. Back it down all the way to where these threads are almost flush to this component here. That way that pin will quit locking into that gear. I got in here, I greased it. Man, it was unreal. I knocked this out. It took a little bit to get it off because it's just greasy in there. This thing is supposed to spin freely all the way around. I did not know that. I got in there, I thought it was just supposed to go down and up, because that's all it would do. I finally found out this little rotating piece comes completely off of that shaft. If you lube it enough, it will come off. But yeah, we got it good. We took the whole thing apart, covered it in grease. It's nice. One of the main reasons that got me here is because it kept acting funny in gear, and also this is my detent spring. It sits right here, like so. I'm trying to draw it out thoroughly for you. And that detent spring is designed to go here, to fit about in that housing, about right there. And when you put everything back together, it'll sit right here. Okay, let me show you something here. This is the amazing part. This is all rusted up. You can see it's bent, it's old. It's probably been here since the four-wheeler. Look, that's completely compressed. Like, no problem. Finger strength, no problem. This is the new one that came in the mail. Let me get it busted out of the pack real quick. Sorry about this. Gotta get it added in the pack, brand new from Polaris. The part number here is, I tore all the pieces. Part number 3233830. 1.125 spring compression. It's yeah, that's not happening with finger strength. I seen one guy said he put it in a vise and clamped it just so it wasn't that hard. But nah, I'm not doing that. I want mine good. I want mine to almost factory settings. So what you can do is you can set that spring in there. I might have to do what that guy said and clamp it, because look at that, you got very little room to get this mechanism right here to fit on it to go back into its housing. Now obviously I can't keep the video going and use both hands, but everything's pretty much keyed. You can't mess anything up. This right here, I got so much grease on it you can't see, but two ends of these splines look like they're welded together, made for a keyway. That way your shaft can only go into that gearing one way. You can see that bottom left side of that hole right there. It's a little keyway, and all the rest of them are splines. And the same thing with this shaft. You got your shaft right here. See them two right there? They look like they're welded together, and all the rest of them are fine. That little area that looks like they're welded together goes into the same thing. I can't remember what they call this thing, but right there you can see the two areas where it looks like the splines are welded together. So we're gonna get this shifting issue figured out. We're gonna make it easier on myself. I don't care. I just rebuilt my front brake master cylinder, up top on the handlebars, put new levers on. I rebuilt all the front calipers. You can see the new axles, all new bushings. I got brand new tie rod ends fixing to go on it. I got a new radiator fan, all new rear end bushings. You can see them all in there, nice and fancy. They were all busted up. Got all those new. I got some Polaris Razor, I can't remember the Polaris Ranger. I'm sorry, the Polaris Ranger. Wheels on it. Wheels and tires brand new. Still got the stickers on them. I ended up having to go with the, you can see the 1.5 inch spacers on them. I ended up going with it's on the stock hub. I went with certain nuts there. You can kind of see them down in there. 3/8, and they come out into a 12 millimeter. I'm just kind of trying to go over everything for you guys, but they're brand new. They didn't have no miles. They wasn't even rolled off the showroom floor, and Guy sold them to me for $250 with the wheels. I had to spend a couple $100 more to get the spacers and adapters to fit all this, and then a lug nut set. But other than that, it's all worth it, man. It sits wider, sits way taller than it did. If I'm not mistaken, these are 25s or 26s. I think I'm on 26s now. Yeah, those 25s. I like it. I enjoy them. I think the rears might be 26s. I don't know. But yeah, mine's mostly on the shifting issues. If you get old dogs like this right here and you get like little problems here and there, just go ahead and knock them out. That way it makes it easier on you, makes the ride funner, and you're not holding everybody else up that's on the ride with you. Just go over the bike. It's little things like this right here that can be a really pain for everybody for the day, having to pull you out of the trails. It's just good to service your own stuff and learn how to do it. And this is the best way I know how to show you guys. If you guys have any more questions about the 2004, I think it's 02 to 05, Polaris Sportsman 700 Twins, just give me a shout out in the comments below or find some way to get a hold of me. I'll put some kind of links in there you guys can get a hold of me. Appreciate you guys watching.